everyone. How's it going? We're back with the Infatuasian podcast. Hope you're all doing great out there. We are taking a virtual trip to Melbourne, Australia, and speaking with a quartet of women that make up Invictus Quartet. Welcome to the podcast, Invictus!
Yay!
So there's four of you, maybe there's only one of me. Maybe you guys can introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Nisa, and I play violin.
I'm Beck. I also play violin.
I'm Jin, and I play the viola.
And I'm Annika, and I play the cello.
All right. Do you guys just normally always introduce yourself violins first and viola?
No, not at all. But maybe we should. That kind of worked nicely. That's our routine.
Yeah. Hey, question for you. I watch a couple blogs of people in Melbourne, and they do like Asian restaurants. I don't know if you've heard of like Chani Day or any of those YouTubers, but they make the Asian food scene in Melbourne look really, really good. Can you concur? Is the Asian food scene in Melbourne 10 out of 10?
Yes.
Yeah,
I say so. It's
definitely
very good.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely should put that on my list. I've never been, so it's definitely on my list now. Do you have any favorites? Any local? Do you guys all live near each other, or any favorite places to grab a bite?
Have you heard of Box Hill?
No.
It's a suburb in Melbourne, and
Okay.
it's a lot of many Chinese restaurants. I'd say, basically anywhere in Box Hill, you'd have a good time.
Okay.
Everywhere you go,
Yeah.
there's so much Asian food and so diverse as well now.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely. I got to put that on the list. Hey, can we dig into your roots a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I don't know if I want to do this, but...
You do.
Okay, so first of all... Okay, good. Can I try to guess your ethnicity purely based on your last name? Okay, this could be a disaster. I might edit this out. We'll see. Okay, I'll start with Annika. Cho could be Korean or could be Chinese, but I'm going to guess Korean.
Correct. Very good.
Okay. All right. Good. 1 out of 4 so far. And then Nisa, are you Southeast Asian? Thai?
Oh! I am half Thai.
Nice. How do you say your last name? It's
Sangwan3.
San
Guan3.
Guansri. Okay. You know, as far as Thai names go, that's relatively short for a Thai last name.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Now, the next two are kind of hard because I'm trying to narrow it down. I'm going to go... So, Jin... I'm going to go... Okay, so Chinese, but I'm going to go Cantonese Chinese.
Wow! What the heck? I'm actually so impressed.
Okay.
No one even guesses Chinese usually, let alone
You got the right region.
going to Cantonese, yeah.
Really? Okay, yeah, all right.
I'm so impressed.
I know some people with the last name of Thong, so I know that it can be Cantonese.
Oh, my surname's actually Long.
Oh, long. Oh, sorry. Okay, no, definitely have to edit that out. Okay, but I got it though. I still got it. All right.
So impressed.
And then Beck Wong. Now Wong, there's so many Wongs in the world. You can do almost anything, but I'm gonna go.
You got to guess my region as well.
Region. I'm gonna go. Okay, so mainland China.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I'm gonna go southern China too. Guangdong province.
Nah. Northern.
Northern, way north, like.
Both my parents are from Beijing.
Oh, Beijing.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I almost had 4 out of 4.
What about you?
But,
What's your last name?
So my last name is Chin, which is weird because it's probably more common to be Chan or Chun.
Oh, okay.
But so my ancestors would have been from this area called Taishan, or it's in the south. A lot of people. So my family came over in the gold rush in San Francisco, so like I think the immigration office just kind of got funny with it and just took it and turned it into Chin. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, southern China would be my roots. But I born here in a couple generations.
Wow.
Nice.
But yeah, okay, that's very cool. So when you were growing up in Melbourne, it's a very diverse city, yeah? So were there moments when you were growing up where you felt a little bit more in touch with your Asian roots, or is there any moment where you felt a little detached from your Asian roots?
I think even though there were a lot of Asians, I think I can say for all of us growing up, like especially in primary school, it was still hard being Asian.
Yeah.
And I think for me, like many times I did wish that I wish I was white. I wish I was popular and white. But I'd say it wasn't until I think well into probably like my adulthood where I really felt comfortable and really proud to be Asian and Chinese. But yeah, we definitely still did struggle with our identity, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, same here in San Francisco. There's a lot of Asians, but it's always a little different from dominant culture. Yeah. So let's talk about you guys. And I don't know if it's normal to start with the cello, but I want to start with Annika. So we talked about why you started playing cello. It's basically your piano teacher, and you just thought it was cool. Did you like the sound, or?
My mum liked the sound. She heard playing quite a lot, like at church, and so she, I think, probably got me started on that. I remember my first lesson. I think we were trying to figure out if like the posture was good for me, and like I remember this tissue box with like rubber bands like on it as strings, and like I don't even know what that was for, but I remember just holding this box and like pretending to play, and it was like, okay, yeah, we're good to go. Let's do this. You're ready. Let's learn the cello.
All right. Well, yeah, your mom and me are similar because I like the cello a lot too. I think of the string is so. The range is so nice and warm, but also can be cool. It's really neat. Yeah. It's really neat. Do you have a favorite cellist?
I never had a favorite cellist growing up. I feel like as we were like learning like pieces and things like that, we were always trying to like listen to different artists' interpretations and like, take what we like from them. And so I think it was, well, for me, I've always been like, oh, I like this person's interpretation of this piece, but not for this. And it's always just been very different. But I think someone that I will always come back to is just Yo-Yo Ma as like an artist as a whole. Like, just the way he just loves music and loves he just really celebrates music and connection. Yeah. And he's just so joyful and youthful, I think, when he talks about music and just life.
Yeah. Seems like a really nice guy. I saw a video of him. He was getting COVID vaccine, and he just brought his cello down, and while people were in line, so this was 3 years ago, while people were in line, he just started playing. And can you imagine you're just trying to get in line for your COVID vaccine, and Yo-Yo Ma is performing for you.
Wow.
So yeah, great dude, great pick. Jin, I'm not sure if this is a sensitive topic or not, because I've heard there's jokes about viola, but
well, what? That's the first time I've heard about that.
What's that?
Never. Okay. No, maybe it's just me. But what are your favorite things about playing viola?
Well, I think being in the middle of the sort of like the texture, like for example in an orchestra, you get to sit right in the middle of the sound, and then same thing in quartet. I think that's what I like most.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song that there's kind of a viola lead in? Because I have one if you don't have one.
Oh, probably Dvorak's American Quartet. Can't remember what number quartet it is, but that one starts with this really beautiful viola solo.
You know what I was gonna go with? I was gonna go with The Mandalorian.
We did a cover of that recently. Yeah.
Actually, can I play a second of it, and then you guys?
Oh yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see. So, Nisa, you said in an interview or on your bio that Bugs Bunny inspired you to play violin. How did that happen?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know, because my mum is the one who told me the story.
Oh.
So she said that when I was 3, I was watching I actually found it on YouTube. It's like the episode where he's doing a square dance and he's trying to escape from the hunters, and he's playing violin. And then I told my parents I want to do that, and then they got me a violin after like 2 more years, because they didn't the shop near us didn't have an available like the 16 or 32nd, like the small one. And then
the little one,
and then I like tried to play at home and I started crying because I was like, it doesn't sound like Bugs Bunny, like I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, that's because you need lessons. And that's how it started.
That's how it That's great. That's a great story. You know, it is hard. My daughter picked it up for a minute, and it was hard, you know, and she didn't stick with it. Mm-hmm. So, do you have any advice to someone, you know, any of you, any advice to someone who might be having a kid trying to get started on violin? How did you guys keep at it to the point where you're professional now?
I think you do have to like it to some extent. It is hard, when they have no interest at all. But I don't know, balance between like kind of push them, encourage them, and kind of let them figure it out on their own.
Yeah. Like you have to kind of go through the stage of not sounding great. But I think it helps when you have a good teacher, like that makes it fun and like finds ways to, you know, help you understand how to improve.
Well, I wish I had found you guys earlier so I could have showed some of your videos to her so she could see the funness. Not too late? Okay, yeah, maybe we'll have to dig it out of the closet. So, Rebecca, when you were playing, when did you realize that you might make a career out of this, or that this might be the thing for you?
I'd say probably when I was 16. So about that time I'd been playing in like MYO, like, which is Melbourne Youth Orchestra, which is just, you know, just an orchestra for just kids who are learning instruments. It wasn't until I was 16, I think, when I had performed a bit. I just remember there'd be so many moments where I just feel so much, and I can never express, even now I can't put into words how just the feelings that I felt while I've played music or listening to some music. And it's just always been that way since I was, I'd say, around 16. So I think this is what I want to do. And plus I thought about the other things that I could do, and there weren't many. Like
with the same passion.
Like numbers make me cry. So nothing else just made sense. I just couldn't imagine myself living a life that I would actually be happy to live doing anything else except music.
That sounds like it, man. It sounds like a calling. Yeah, great. Annika, you guys, how long have you known each other? You guys known of each other for at least 6-7 years, but longer?
Yeah. Well, Nisa and I went to high school together. Okay. We weren't friends then, but we knew each other. I thought she didn't like me. She was in the year above and I was a bit scared of her. But once we got to, I think we all met like and became friends at uni.
Okay.
And that was 8 years ago?
So was that a conservatorium or was that University of Melbourne?
Yes.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Conservatorium of Music.
I think
it's part of
Okay. Yeah. And so were you looking to do symphony orchestra, or were you looking to do something smaller, chamber or quartet, when you were in school?
I feel like when we were in school, I feel like our pathway was always like, oh, you know, you want to get into an orchestra, or it was, I think, less like chamber ensembles. Well, at least for me, I feel like the end goal was always like,
it was like boxed into that.
So Jin, Invictus. Invictus is a Latin word meaning unconquered or invincible. How did you all settle on that name?
So every time someone asks us this question, we hope that we have a better story to tell. But It literally is. Jump on Google and search cool words. And Invictus was on the list, and we picked
Okay.
that
All
one,
right. You
yeah.
know what? That works for me. I can't argue. I can't argue with that. Sounds cool. Were there other names in the running? Did you have any other options?
I imagine we would have, but
Yeah, we did.
Can't
They're all lame.
remember. Yeah, can't remember what they are.
I think they all sounded like really flowery or soft, and like I think we liked the invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. All right. So Nisa, did you ever consider going solo, or what are the pros and cons of playing in a quartet?
I think growing up, I imagined that I would want to do solo, just because, yeah, growing up, I didn't really play in that many orchestras, like, until later in high school. Like, I didn't join, like, as many orchestras, and I also had some bad experiences in orchestras when I was little. So I think, yeah, that's the path that I was kind of going for. But in uni, we obviously had to try out different things, like playing orchestra, playing chamber groups, and yeah, playing in quartet is really a lot of fun because you still get to make your part your own, so it's not as like
You don't get lost in the...
sheep-like, yeah, like as playing in an orchestra, which like orchestra's got its own like beauty in it as well, but yeah, being solo is a bit lonely. And I think especially now, I think, yeah, I just can't imagine doing solo and getting as much fulfillment out of it, because yeah, it's so nice to make music with other people, and especially like with friends. Yeah.
You're never alone.
Yeah.
And then Beck, the other three formed up a little bit earlier than you. When you got the phone call, or what? How did you join into the group? Did you get an invitation? Did you have to audition?
Yeah, so this is from my side. I actually realized I don't know what it was like on your end, but I think this was 2018, and I think it was either Feb or March, maybe Feb. So the real story is I was on the toilet. And,
Wait, you told us.
yeah. So yeah, I was on the toilet just scrolling, and then Jin calls, and I was like, oh, I'm on the toilet, but should I just call her back later? But this seemed like a call that I should pick up because it was very out of the blue. So then I picked up, and then Jin's like, yeah, hey Beck, do you want to play this concert? It's like this week or next week, and we're playing like 4 quartets. And in that moment, I was like, I'll think about this. I'll get back to you. But I think as soon as Jin called, I think my initial response was obviously shocked, but I was really excited because they formed a year earlier, and I'd seen them like just pop up on my Instagram, and I thought, yeah, this is really cool what they're doing. I wish I could be a part of it. So I manifested this. This is
Nice.
You made it happen.
yeah. But
So moral of the story is always pick up when you're on the toilet. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. You never
You
know.
never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's why I'm here. But I don't know what it was on your end. What happened? Like, why did you just call me and how that? I don't think I've heard this.
Because we were like, Beck will be able to do it, like do a good job at it.
Were you three together at the time?
We would have been together.
Were we together?
I think we were together at least.
I
remember being in the car.
Don't
You don't
remember.
I think we were in the car and we were like, oh my gosh, we have a concert this weekend and we need someone.
I think I was there too.
Yeah. I remember the three of us like just like really seriously talking about it. Like how do we want to move forward? Like how do we go about this concert? We need someone to play, but who can play this many quartets in like learn this many parts in the space of like a few days. So we called Beck.
Yeah.
And yes, thankfully she was so on board to do it.
I don't know if I did a good job. I don't think it was great at all, but we survived.
Well, you're still in. They didn't kick you out, so that's good. But it's a big decision, right? Because it's you're with each other a lot. I've seen you guys travel together.
Yeah.
You have to practice,
Every
obviously.
day we're together.
You're with
basically.
each other a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always known.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like a marriage,
Yeah.
yeah. in a way, yeah. All right. Hey, let's talk a little bit about music. I have a piece that I found on YouTube that I really like, and I was kind of surprised a little bit by it. Rachel Bruerville?
Oh, yeah. Dancing on Tiptoes.
Love that song.
It's a nice
and then
one.
I looked her up, and she's only like 31, 32 years old.
Yeah.
Like she's really amazing. So it's not classical, obviously she's young, but beautiful song. Can we listen to a minute of this? Okay, and I don't know what it is. Annika, I don't know if you like this, but I love when the cellist picks the cello. Do you like that? Do you like picking, or you like bowing better?
Oh. I didn't know what you meant. I was like, pick the cello? Okay.
Well, because I play guitar.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I think plucking is always fun. Like you can I think you can get really cute with it, and there's like just more like, I guess, sound was that you can explore, but I think bowing
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, on this piece it really works. Oh, and we get Annika with bangs too.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. Those were, lockdown bangs.
Do you like it when the violins play in unison sometimes and then split, or is there something to that when you hear a piece, and is that something that you guys like to do? I love it when that happens.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's because it's like a conversation, so it's like we're saying the same thing, but not really. It's like complementing each other. It's nice.
Do the violins ever kind of disagree over who gets to play what part, or is it kind of like, does someone get the ultimate decision on the violin?
Don't think so. I think we do switch. So sometimes I'll play the other part, and Nick will play the other one. But yeah, it's just pretty easy. We'll just, do you want to do this?
Get
Yeah, I'll
along
do
well
this. Yeah.
All right. Hey, sounds good. Nisa, I talked about a second ago that you do a lot of the arranging. What is it about certain songs that make you think, oh, this would be great as a quartet, like pop songs or different songs that you do? Is there something about a song that makes you think, oh, that'll be easy to turn into a quartet?
I think earlier I would have gravitated more towards like things that are like really straightforward, like basic structure, and it's easy to like put my spin on it. But I've found more recently, like, if I just like the song, I can make it work. Or like if there's a song that we want to do, like I will figure out how to do it, just because like I want us to be able to play it. So yeah, there's no limit anymore. There's no more limit.
Yeah, actually, literally, I've seen you do Star Wars, Super Mario Brothers, Studio Ghibli, Attack on Titan.
Oh yes,
of course, Taylor Swift, and all the pop songs. Do you know what your do you keep an eye on your YouTube? Do you know what your number one video is?
If it hasn't changed recently, it's probably our Thong song video.
Yes.
Which
by far number one, like thousands ahead of all the
one
other
of our
ones.
friends actually like kept nagging us to do it. Like he was like, you guys got to do Thong song, like it would be so good. And we're like, yeah, that's a bit of a scandalous song, like maybe not. And then during lockdown we're like, okay, let's do it.
Let's do
And it was
Yeah.
really fun.
Rebecca, do you have any? You do mashups as well, and I really like them. Do you have any favorite mashups that you do between classical and then you you mash into a pop song. You've been doing a lot of that lately, it seems like.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
So yeah, those are all Nisa's arrangements. I like all of them. We recently recorded 3 of them. I think 4 of them. Can't count to 4. I think my all-time favorite, I think it'll have to be Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, and that one's mashed up with Mozart's Symphony No. 40. Have you heard that one?
I think I have. What do you? Let me look it up while you explain what you like about
that
it.
one's a YouTube short. I'm pretty. Wait, no.
Yeah, it's a short one.
Yeah, it's a short. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a short one. If you just search up Mozart and Ed Sheeran, it'll come up.
Yeah. What do you like so much about it?
I like both the pieces individually, and it just sounds even better together. It just feels so epic playing it. Like I feel like I'm the main character of a movie when I play it. Like a lot of the times, I think that's why I really like playing our music so much. I honestly feel like this is all about me. Like it's about us, but I'm like this movie's about me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm getting it. Yeah. Yeah.
The main character.
I'm the main character. Yeah.
Main character energy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. No, I like that. Nisa, can you hear that in your head when you're listening to Mozart? Do you hear Ed Sheeran when you're...
I do now.
Oh.
I do now.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite, one that I found that I really liked is your Vivaldi Winter with Billie Eilish Bad Guy. And that bass line, it fits so well. Did it almost just come to you? Or did you hear it when you're listening to Vivaldi? You're like, this would mash really easily?
I don't remember.
I think I remember Beck asking about like whether those two
adding the
fit.
transition? Or...
No, whether those two fit together. It was like a conversation. I remember it was a conversation you two were having, like saying how Bad Guy sounds like.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's usually how most of these ideas come up, is like we'll just be talking and then, or even like if we're sitting at like dinner, someone starts singing this and sings that over it, see if it works.
Or in the car, you hear it on the radio. And
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's listen to a little of this. This transition, though, you have to admit, is one of the dopest, right? This was full-on production. This is the after-hours video I'm watching. This is a real
Nice.
costume changes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just cool, the way it mashes. Now, I notice you guys sneaking peeks at each other. Is that just for drama, or do you actually look at each other for cues?
No, we actually do that.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for tempo?
No, it's just vibes,
Yeah.
connection. It's because it's like you're talking to each other.
Do you look at anyone in particular, or you just kind of look around to see who's looking at you?
No, I think it's just whatever we feel.
Sometimes it's with the music, like cue each other.
Yeah, sometimes
It's like we're in it together.
Yeah.
Because no one's leading, right? You just kind of have to listen to each other.
Yes and no.
There are times where one person will specifically lead
Oh,
a
okay.
spot. Yeah.
Just so it's clear.
Yeah.
For like big moments or big emphasis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. But yeah, it looks like you're just looking at each other and smiling It's kind of right in this video. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I see that. So I guess this is for Jen. I see that you're doing some Taylor Swift covers coming up and some upcoming concerts. Is there any pop artists that you guys have heard that you are thinking about doing without maybe giving away too much? But are there any pop things coming up that have really tickled you?
Oh, no, we've got something in the works. We recently did the audio for it, and we also filmed a video for it. Like big production, sort of similar to, actually more than the Mandalorian. And should we say who it is? No, he's an Australian trance DJ.
Oh, really? Okay. Fun.
So something a bit different, yeah. Coming soon.
Coming soon. Stay
Watch this
tuned, everyone.
space.
Yeah.
Trance and a quartet. Okay. So is Anna going to have some nice bass lines on there?
Got some percussion as
Bass
well.
and drums.
Yeah.
You're going to bring in your drummer too?
No, Annika's the
Oh,
drummer.
she's the drummer. All right. Now, actually, I've never told you how I found you guys. I saw you guys popped up on my Instagram as part of the Candlelight series.
Oh.
And I didn't know you were Aussie, actually. I just looked at it came up, and then I was like, oh, look, it's a quartet of Asian women. I interview Asian women all the time. So I was like, this would be cool. And then I realized you're in Melbourne, so very cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
Do you
so
like doing those?
cool.
It looks dangerous a little bit. Like you can't move too much. But are those fun to do? Are the audiences young and kind of different? Because it seems like they're trying to appeal to folks that may not go to a classical symphony, but they go to a quartet with some candles.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about these concerts is that they, like as you said, they appeal to everyone. Whereas if it's just classical music concerts, it's really just targeted towards this one race and one age group, really. But candlelight concerts, it's so inclusive, and anyone can just come and have a good time, which is what music should be about. So it's been really fun.
Yeah. So the audience is anywhere from age 10 to 80.
Even younger.
Yeah.
Younger and older.
Even younger. Yeah. Do you have fans come up to you after, like little girls or little boys, and they look at you and they say, hey, you look like me, or, I just started violin. Do you have a
We
lot
do
of that?
have like a lot of kids that come, they're already learning an instrument, and then the parents will bring them up to us afterwards, be like, hey, my daughter's just learning cello. She'd love to get a photo with you. And yeah, it's really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine. All right, last couple questions here. So we talked a little bit about getting along and being a quartet. So Nisa, how do you deal with? It seems like you do a little bit of the arranging. Do you do a little bit of the managing too of the group, or how does the leadership go in the group?
I do the arranging. Beck is our social media queen. She does all the posts and stuff, and Jin, I would say Jin is our manager. Like she does, she's very organized and handles like a lot of like the logistical things. And Annika does a lot of like opportunity, like we call it opportunity, and like trying to like find different things that we could do to kind of expand, and like collabs or like contacting different venues where we can do like cool projects and stuff. So
Great.
we all have a job.
That's another advantage. Yeah, another advantage of having a quartet instead of going solos. You have a division of labor. Yeah, great. All right, and then Annika, I saw that you just got married.
Yes.
So gotta ask you, which is more of an emotional commitment, being in a quartet or being married?
Wow. Well,
this question.
well, these guys have been like day one, so I don't know.
Yeah, day 1.5. But did he know full well that when he was marrying you, that he's marrying the whole quartet as well in terms of just sharing time?
Well, he also does a lot of work at night as well, so I think it's very like balanced. Like now, we both understand that we'll have nights where we're both out, or like one of us is out working, and so it's okay.
Does he travel? Does he carry stuff for you? Does he like a stagehand at all?
He does a lot of production, so he's done things with us, like he's recorded us, he's like done video things. Like he shot our Christmas video last year with some of our friends, and yeah, so he does do a lot
All
of
right. Hey,
production things.
convenient. You got extra hands.
Part of the quartet.
Yeah, he's good investment.
Yeah, he's in. He's a keeper, yeah?
That's our requirement for these two. The next, their next partner, they have to, have to be of help to our quartet.
Yeah. Do you sit them down and interview them and say, hey, here's the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, submit your CV.
Yeah. We joke about
it
starting an
sounds like it.
Instagram page for the boys.
All right, so hear that, guys. You got to be into the quartet if you're going to be into the girls. Yeah, it's a full disclosure. All right, hey, you survived the hard questions. Are you ready for our lightning round?
Yes.
All right. So anyone can answer. Favorite composer?
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Oh, Debussy.
Do you have a favorite anime soundtrack? Since you've done a couple.
Chainsaw Man.
Attack on Titan. And Your Name.
Oh, okay. There's a song. I don't know the name of the song, but there's a song from Naruto that I think would be really good on quartet. I'll send it to you if I can think of the name of it.
Oh, yeah, send it to us.
Okay. What's currently... You want me to pick someone and ask that, or you want to all try to answer this one?
Oh, we can all answer.
In
Okay,
unison.
yeah, just yell it out.
Okay.
What's currently at the top of your playlist?
I think mine is literally hardstyle at the moment.
Mine is Poster Boy by Lynn Lapid.
Yeah, she's come from California. Yeah, she's great. She's Filipina.
Oh, like me.
I want to interview her. So, Lynn, if you're listening, I really want to interview you.
Oh.
She's really good. Yeah. How about Jen or Annika?
How do you check?
I'm pretty sure mine is ABC News, which is our Australian national broadcasting channel.
Well informed.
Yeah.
Annika.
I have no idea.
Go to your repeat song.
Oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't sort my music into playlists. I just have all my liked songs on shuffle, so it's just random all the
so
time.
you can't tell which one is on there. No. All right. If you didn't play your instrument, what instrument would you play?
Out of the four of us, or any instrument?
Any instrument, yeah.
You want to start?
Singing.
Singing, yeah.
I really liked harp for a long time.
Whoa.
But I'd say cello,
Okay, yeah.
realistically. Yeah.
Electric bass.
Yeah.
I've
Nice.
been told that I give off bass energy.
Bass vibes. Okay, yeah. Girls who play bass are cool.
Yeah, you do give bass energy. I think looking back at, if I was to go back, and probably cello, but if I was to pick again when I was younger, probably maybe the flute.
Whoa.
That's how I felt back then.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did see the three of you, not Annika, try to play cello
Oh,
at
yes.
her wedding.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah, you totally nailed that. Yeah.
Everybody, I'm Nisa, this is Rebecca and Jen, and for those of you who don't know, we play in a string quartet with Annika. So, she's the cellist, we don't know how to play cello, but it's her wedding day, so we're not going to make her play cello, right? We're going to play cello, and this is Mia and Sebastian's theme from a beloved movie of this, La La Land. Please enjoy. You can laugh if you want.
All right, and we like to end the segment by asking our guests to elevate and celebrate a member of the Asian community. We ask you to pick an infatuation. An infatuation is anyone in the Asian community, whether they are living or deceased, that has inspired you. So you can make either a group pick or individual picks or a couple picks. So Invictus Quartet, who is your infatuation?
Well, we have individual ones, but collectively, we do as well.
Okay.
Even though we're from Melbourne, Australia, we're actually very much in tune with like the American YouTubers. So I'd say for us growing up, like Wong Fu, we watched Michelle Phan, even Anna Akana for me a little bit as well. Jen Im.
Yeah.
Ryan Higa.
Yeah.
Kev
Jumba.
Yeah, we all watched them growing up.
Yeah.
So they definitely shaped, I guess, at that age,
Representation.
it was someone we could relate to.
Because you don't see it, like we didn't see it growing up, on TV. But these guys and their content was high quality, and sometimes it wasn't even Asian per se, like that Strangers Again video. It wasn't necessarily about Asians, but the actors were Asian, So those guys, I'd love to have them on the podcast someday. All right, how about individually? You want me to call on you, or you want to just?
Do you want to start?
Okay. Right now, I'm a huge fan of Leve. She's half Chinese and half Icelandic.
Oh wow!
She does a lot of like jazz music.
Wow.
And she plays the cello while singing.
Oh wow!
She's really amazing. Yeah.
Okay, add that to my list. How about Beck?
I've actually been watching Tiger Belly for quite. Yeah, I think I discovered Bobby Lee maybe last year. I've just been listening to his stuff just when I'm just doing chores or whatever. I just play him in the background.
Crazy funny, yeah.
He just really one of a kind. And it's just so cool seeing someone who just is so himself, like sometimes doesn't give a shit at all, just so all over the place. But he's just so funny.
Have you ever seen him on Hot Ones?
Yes, he's a mess. Yeah, I love Hot Ones. Yeah, that one. It was quite a while ago. That one's from like 4 or 5 years ago.
No, but he is one of a kind. He's really unique.
Yeah.
How about Jin?
Oh well, my answer was the quartet answer.
Oh, okay.
Great on that.
That's okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't know. Actually, everything Beck said was my answer. Like growing up, not having anything else but on YouTube to actually like that was relatable to how I felt. Yeah.
No, it's hard. It's going to be hard to measure their impact because like thousands and thousands of young people just watched them and saw themselves and saw their face on the screen and saw their voice out there. It was really powerful. Yeah. How about Annika?
I only recently discovered this violinist called Charles Yang, and he is a violinist and vocalist, and I watched his he just popped up on Instagram one day, and he was just so he's like a rock star, and he's just so charismatic, and I just saw this like Asian man with his violin in like a bandana, and like he just opened his mouth and he let out this like really rocky bluesy sound, and I was like, whoa, like that's not what I expected at all. And he's just a great vocalist and really energetic and passionate player, and I've just been really enjoying his videos. It's been really cool seeing what he does because he composes and writes the music that he plays, and it's really cool.
All right, great picks, everyone. Those are all great picks. Some I've heard of, some I haven't heard of. Yeah. Well, today you're our Infatuasian Invictus Quartet. Thank you for coming on the show with us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. And so I think that just about does it for episode 105. We'd like to thank our guests, Rebecca, Jin, Annika, and Nisa. Best of luck in your careers. You got anything? Well, you teased a little bit coming up. Do you have plans in the future? Just kind of keep chugging along and doing small concerts and collabs and
yes, and we're going to release our own music soon.
Oh, are you really? Okay.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. We'll send you our video when it comes out as well, the one that Jin was talking about.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so everyone out there, you can go to invictusquartet.com, or you can follow them on social media at Invictus Quartet on all the platforms that you might see videos, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. And as I mentioned, you can always follow us at Infatuasian Podcast on Facebook or Instagram, or email us at infatuasianpodcast@gmail.com. We'll put all these details in the show notes. And so wherever you get your podcast, please give us a follow and maybe a rating or a like if you can. And so on behalf of Invictus Quartet and myself, we hope that you're all happy, healthy, and safe out there. Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.